Okay, here we are with the Regrout Tool, and we're regrouting a 1959 pink non-sanded 1/16 inch grout joint. Make sure you wear goggles, dust mask, ear protection, and we're starting out in the third position. As fast as this is a high position, and you can see we're removing grout rather quickly. A little slower there, but you can see here we're going to slow it down also. So you can get the idea. This is moving out chips. It's not grinding the grout down. It's actually popping it out in chips. With the pinion motion. Here we go. Want to make sure we're coming on the quarter turn here on these liners, decos, and trim pieces. You want to turn it down to 1.5 position. Always want to stop before you get to the edge of the tile so you don't run in and chip the edge of the other existing tile. So you can see I'm stopping at the right before the end of it, about a 16th before the end of the tile. Boom, right there. Working it down. Tool is easy to use, one-handed, 90% of the time. This particular pointed tip is for the non-sanded grout, and it will be doing about 95% of the work for this here pink tile. You can see it when you turn it down to 1.5. You have full control, and you can get all the grout out as needed. Corners. There we are, turning it back down to 1.5. Getting the diamond there. Nice. Horizontal there. Makes it nice so we can come back up on the vertical. Here's the vertical. Stop right before you get to that tile. There you go. Stop at about a 1/16 of an inch before you get to the edge there. And it will vibrate the grout out with that existing grout there. Okay, these are quarter round. We're at 1.5 position there. Like to start in the center of those. These are very delicate trim pieces. You want to make sure you have it down at the 1.5 position. You don't want to have any chances of any kind of chipping or scratching of these tiles. Not easy to find 1959 tiles anymore. So we're back up to number 3. We're going to get moving a little bit. A lot faster here. You can see that. Going all the way up over the beak. Here we are. Turning it back down for the top trim. In the quarter round there. Can't emphasize enough, turn it down. You don't need that much speed and vibration to turn on these trim pieces. If you go slow, you can see you can do it flawlessly. This tool does not create the dust. Now we're back up. Doesn't create the dust like a grinding wheel. This tool will just take the grout out and chips. Large amount of chips. Large chips even. Turning it back down, coming back down on the trim piece there. The beak. Coming back down again. Other side. Look at that, 1.5. You can see that. That's all you need. And if it's too fast, turn it down. It's nice with the 3-speed. These stroke adjustments are for speed and easier to control. You can see that piece. That's a quarter round on top. Here's another one. There's a big chunk of grout's going to fly out of there. Just sit right there. Hang right there. Good. That's the way we want to see it. Okay, we're on to the other side of the beak there. That's the trim. Now we're on number 3 again. We're doing the tub surround where the tub meets the tile. And this is with the pointed tip still, what I like to call the non-sanded point. We're starting here in the widest point of the tub right there. You can see that's about over a quarter of an inch of width. I'm going to just run this along the tub surface here, knock all that caulk and grout out of there. Then I'm going to come back with the sanded chisel tip, which I like to use for sanded and wider grout joints on the miscellaneous non-sanded counters and showers. You'll run across the need for this tip on the tub surrounds, around the kitchen sinks, in the corners, usually around the soap dish also. So this tip is just a really good tip for moving a lot of thicker grout quickly. Put it on channel number 3 and watch. There you go. You notice the black voids behind the grout there where the grout is completely dislodged from the tiles. You can see the grout's going to fall out of there. But you can also see the hollow void behind the grout there, and the black is all where it's disconnected from the tile. And backing this out, you'll be able to see how deep this cavity is there. Very typical around a bathtub to have a wider grout joint, and this chisel tip is made for these wider miscellaneous grout widths.
That's good enough right there.
You can see how deep it is. Plenty of room to fill up, backfill with new grout. This tile is 52 years old, and the grout, you can see these are all chips. The grout was yellow. These are all chips, and this is what the end result will be. Mixing up the grout, water. This is a non-sanded grout, so I'm using non-sanded grout. Just mixing it with the margin trowel, putting it down, floating. You always want to grout at a 45. Get the grout full joints, wait about 15-20 minutes, wipe it down with the sponge in the same direction at a 45 with the sponge. Keep the grout joints full, and here's what you'll have. Your end result will be a new bathtub tile surround. Same with the kitchen counters and the showers. Here's the old pictures. There's a piece of the old grout. The yellow, you can see the yellow on the new. And there's the tool that made it all possible, the grout removal tool. And look at the grout on that pink tile. As white as it was back in 1959.